Hi, everyone, and welcome to Scott Loves Christian Music. Today, we are focusing on an album that has had a huge impact in my life, one from 10th Avenue North, and we'll tell you all about that in a second. But first, I do have something to say from my son, who is my YouTube advisor. Owen, what do you have to say?
Please like and subscribe so we can make more videos like this.
So we're very excited to be able to do this. If you have any questions or comments, you can email us, scottloveschristianmusic@gmail.com. And you can just comment on the videos. If there's an album you want me to take a look at or listen to, then I will do that for you. And my dog is being forced to do something that she's not wanting to do, so she growls a little bit sometimes. So we're going to have a special feature at the end of today's episode called Gracie's Pick of the Week, and we're going to try and do a video once every week. So this one went a little longer just because Christmas was a lot busier and didn't get a chance to do a video until today. So let's get to it. The album was released October 14th of 2016, and that doesn't mean all the songs waited till October of 2016, because often some of the bigger labels will release a single or two before the actual release date of the album. But the album is Followers by 10th Avenue North, and I have been a fan of 10th Avenue North for a while. As a radio station music director, program director, we played 10th Avenue North for quite some time, and it was actually Dion Sanders on the radio station. She's married now, so she's Dion Keene, and she was the one that told us about 10th Avenue North, how much she liked them, and I liked them. It wasn't something super spectacular to me, but I liked their music. It was very solid all around. There's so many songs you can talk about. By Your Side, I think, was their very first single. There's also the song Losing, which was one of my favorites, partially because of the choir that they had in the single. But the album that I am going to focus on today is Followers. And it's an incredible album, especially with what I've gone through in the last couple of years, reminding me of some certain truths and certain things about God and about my relationship with God, and challenging me and kind of encouraging me as well in all of this that's going on. And so I just want to talk through that album and maybe share some of these things with you. Now, I am, again, not able to play the music for you, and I'm not able to show you the pictures of the album, but I can talk about it. So before we get into it, I do want to say thank you to my kids for helping me out. Sadie is a great producer. She's helped me to find some of the research information. Jackson has also helped me out a lot with setting up the YouTube, setting up my email, and he loves music too. They all do. And so that's been helpful having them as a part of this. And Owen, again, helping me out. He has been on YouTube and finding different things out. And so he's helped me with that as well. And I'm just super thankful. My wife, Charlene, is also super encouraging in this. And so she also gets to hear me listening to all this music over and over again. So that is one of the things. Also, Gracie, my dog Gracie, you're going to see her in a few moments as we do Gracie's Pick of the Week. But we're focusing right now on Followers from 10th Avenue North. Now, this album started, and I can't even remember which single it was, but when we went to No Greater Love Christian Music Festival, it was, I can't exactly remember, my memory has gone blank. They ended up in Cochrane the next year in 2018, but 2017, I was waiting backstage to interview somebody I think it was Dave Fry from Sidewalk Prophets, and 10th Avenue North came on, and I'm like, these songs, I know all of them, and they're really good. I hadn't realized how much I liked 10th Avenue North music. And when I started listening to these songs, they were so powerful to me. And again, I've said this before, as a music director, you don't always get to hear just how powerful these songs are. And I know that when they came back to No Greater Love in 2018, I was able to hear some of these songs again. Mike Donaghy, the lead singer, was so energetic and so bold in what he was saying and sang these songs with such energy. It was incredible. And I've heard that from other people after I've mentioned that them live is seriously one of the best concerts they've been to. And I've just been super blessed to say that I've been able to see them twice. And unfortunately, they aren't together as a band. Happens with Christian music. People get busy with their lives, with their families, and sometimes you have to make a choice. And Mike Donaghy has done some solo work recently, and even that music has been really encouraging to me. So if you want to check it out, I think it's Donnehey as how you spell. Oh, I guess I'm spelling it wrong. Donnehey. There you go. So single N, not a double N. But either way, one of the songs they talked about is the first song on the album Followers. And apparently it hadn't been released as a single when they first played it in 2017. And they said, we've released this, but it hasn't been released as a single. So the first song was called Afraid, and it's such a good song. It's an encouraging song. I don't want to be afraid anymore. Fear is such a crippling thing, and I know that that's a theme in so many different songs, to make sure that people let go of some of this fear. Well, actually let go of all this fear in their life that causes anxiety, causes stress in their life. And so that's one of those songs that fits along with that. Now, another song, higher energy song, What You Want, was at number 2, and that was a single. That was a really good single. I really appreciated that one when I heard it on the radio. Then there was a single on the album called I Have This Hope. And if you are somebody that is lacking hope, that is the song for you. It's so encouraging. It's really triumphant the way it's said. It's funny because it's kind of a slower song, but it also has some build to it, and I really, really love it. So check that one out. I Have This Hope. Then there was a song as I was going through the album that really stood out to me as a great one, and that was called Sparrow. And it actually has part of the song, His Eye is on the Sparrow. And if you know that song, it's a pretty powerful song, and it tends to be very mellow and enjoyable. I really, really love it. So that is on there. They do their own little spin to it, so I really appreciate that. But the song from the album that really most affects me is the song Control, Somehow You Want Me. I think that's one of those things that sometimes we feel that God is so big that he couldn't want or use somebody like me. And I've been reminded through the different obstacles that I've been going through that God loves me. And even though I'm imperfect as a human being, he loves me and still wants me. And that's what the whole theme of the song is. And I don't know anyone that's not impacted by that song that way, because most people are dealing with some sort of feeling towards how God actually could want them. And so that's one of the words of the song that really stands out to me, is that we have a God that loves us so much. And it's incredible when you start thinking about the lyrics of this song. Oh, how you love me. I can't even think of the words at the moment, but it's like it talks about how somehow you want me. Somehow you want me as this great God, and as us, these simple creatures on the earth. You love me and you still want me, even in our flawed beings, as we are sinful creatures. He still wants us and can still use us. And so that's been a reminder to me that even though I may have some obstacles in my life, I still have something that I can do and that God can still use me. So it's such an incredible song. There's a great acoustic video that they did of it, and any way that you hear this song, it's just powerful. So check it out. Once again, that song, Control, Somehow You Want Me. And we're talking about the album Followers by 10th Avenue North here on Scott Loves Christian Music. So if you want to send an email and tell us your thoughts on maybe an album you'd like to hear or an artist you'd like to hear something about. I know we're going to be talking soon about Matt Maher, a great Canadian artist. He lives in Nashville right now, but he's originally from Newfoundland, and Canada is pretty proud to say that Matt Maher is from Canada. So we'll talk about him in the future, but we're going to start a new feature here. It's called Gracie's Pick of the Week. So Gracie, we'd love to have you come tell us what song is your pick of the week. She may not want to do this at the moment, but Gracie, what's your pick of the week?
My pick of the week is Promised Land by Toby Mac.
Promised Land by Toby Mac. So that's a newer single from Toby Mac, who is the Dick Clark of Christian music. He just keeps going, looks great, and he'll probably be going until his 80s and doing it very, very well. Because I remember 10 years ago meeting him at, I think it was YC in Edmonton, and he was 49. So he's almost 60, and he's had quite a career so far, but he's not slowing down. He just keeps doing it, and I love it because he does great music. So check it out, Promised Land from Toby Mac. So keep watching. We are going to bring another one next week. Not sure exactly which one we're going to do. Maybe we'll recap some of the top songs from 2021 in my mind. But either way, it's been a great time. We're looking forward to doing more of these videos. So thanks again for listening. This has been Scott Loves Christian Music.